I wanted to talk to you today about the difference between a resonant frequency and a resonance frequency. Two totally different things. Here's the definition. I will read it because I'm sure you probably can't see it on my screen here, okay? Resonant frequency is a natural frequency where a medium vibration at the highest amplitude, meaning it reaches its peak. That's resonant. Resonance is witnessed when an object reaches its equilibrium and forces it keeps vibrating for a long time under perfect conditions. Basically means two objects vibrating at the same time, okay? Not at their peak, not at their lowest value, but right there in the middle. Now, this is important. So we have our definition, right? We understand what it is. Let's get a practical application of it. This right here is resonance. We have one waveform, second waveform. It shows just exactly how it'll show on your oscilloscope. Resonance. Two objects vibrating in tandem. Now, what is a resonant frequency look like? Just like this. Again, you have your resonance right here. Then you have a peak right here. That peak right there is, I don't know how to describe this. It's one powerful wave, like a pulse. It just hits and it maximizes the energy from this pulse. So when we say it's a resonant frequency, it means that it has three parts to it. Resonance has two. It's important in how you see things and the way you build them. Now, what's a perfect example of this? We have pond and water. This would be like a resonance frequency. The frequencies go, they interact with each other at a medium level. What do we get when we have a resonant frequency? This is a resonant frequency. Here's the difference. Everything here isn't just going in simple waves. It's amplified in bunches of little spots everywhere. Not just in the one wave you would see here, but everywhere. Choppy water, basically what you would call it when you're in the water, choppy water. That is a resonant frequency, sorry. Resonance is this one, resonant is the choppy water. So let's take a look at this again. This is the resonant frequency of Stanley Meyer's water car. Notice that it's different than most people put into it. Most people put in a resonance frequency. This is resonant frequency. Why is he getting so much more out of it? He's putting a lot more power into it as a multiplier. So when you get this frequency here, resonance with the two, resonant with the peak. This right here is where he's creating it. Okay? Right in these. It's very important to understand that. That's why most people fail in trying to build that experiment, is because they're not understanding the difference. This right here is it. So what are we trying to create with a resonant frequency? Well, we're trying to create the Townsend effect. We want to multiply everything. And this is exactly what we're going to do. When you hit it with the power, okay, at that peak right there, it brings in a cascading effect where it multiplies the effect. So you're looking at something when you have it at a resonance frequency, then you put it at a resonant frequency, you're multiplying by factors of 10 to 1,000 when you do it. That's the Townsend effect. So I just wanted to talk to you about this in resonant versus resonance frequency, if they understood it in ancient times. Well, this is ancient Egypt hieroglyph. I want to show you right here. Most people just focus in on this UFO right here. We're going to focus in right here. This is where we want to go. This is where they tell you they understood everything up front. You don't have to go far to see it. Again, this area right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it a little closer. we could see here, and I'll put a bit of picture in the video right here. We got the one waveform. Now we go down to the second image. Here you go. One wave, second wave. There it is. There's your multiplier peak right there. They knew exactly what a resonant frequency was. They knew it back then. At least, what, 3,000, 5,000 years ago, maybe more? It's right there. It's not hiding from you. You just didn't know to look for it. Now that you know the difference between one to the other and why you need it, now you can understand it. Another way to look at this is you see the bell here. On the outside, you get resonance as the bell's ringing, and then you get a resonant frequency when the center piece comes over and smacks the side. You get a resonant frequency. You get the maximum that it'll give you. It's another way of looking at it, and it kind of makes you wonder. You look at ancient history, and then you look back at, say, the bell-shaped UFO. Maybe they have something in common. Maybe they understood something that we just didn't. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and have a great day.